SubhanAllah, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble with the guys and the brothers out there, especially the married ones, but I'm not letting any cats out of the bag. I'm not trying to betray a cause. I'm just trying to speak the truth wherever possible. So may Allah make us speakers of the truth. Barakallah feekum. Because this is a situation that we do see, right? Married couples, you see, a man comes into a relationship and we all have this idea, right? Oh yeah, marriage is a partnership. This all sounds great, but do we really live by it? See, subhanAllah, a lot of men abuse the relationship that they're in emotionally. And that emotional abuse is just as heavy as physical abuse or any other kind of abuse. All of it's disgusting. But it comes under the notion of, I'm going to use the halal and I'm going to cause pain. So what happens is a man comes home and he expects ABC to be there, right? The house needs to be clean, whatever the case is. And if his wife isn't performing as expected, if things aren't going as planned, they usually tend to throw out this wild card, right? And it's like, this is a big tough guy. He comes in, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to marry a second wife. And it's like, hold your horses, tough guy. It's like, where are you going with this? Think about the logic and the gravity and the magnitude of such a genius statement that you just made. There's a few things we need to understand. First of all, is you need to acknowledge and humble yourself that Allah, for some miraculous reason, has decided in all His infinite wisdom to bless you with this beautiful spouse who is humble, who is kind, who is good-hearted, who has haya, who has dignity, honor, and pride, who takes care of her family and is God-fearing. Now, try to find that today. A lot of guys are struggling trying to find a decent wife because these qualities are lacking. Right? A lot of women have gone astray, a lot of guys have gone astray, and the few that are left, they can't find each other. So for some reason, Allah in His infinite wisdom has decided that you should have this spouse. And by saying such a statement out of arrogance or ignorance, it just shows your lack of appreciation for the blessing that you've been given. SubhanAllah, we need to understand the magnitude of the blessings that we have, and not to just throw them out as if we don't care. And the second thing is, your wife has feelings just like you do. Your wife has emotions. She has wants. She has needs. She has desires. She also gets upset. She also gets sad. She also has expectations, hopes, and dreams. It's not just you. So when you come out and throw a statement like that to the other person in the relationship who's also trying to give to this relationship, who's also trying to improve the relationship, to provide a comforting, loving, caring household for you, what does that mean? That just leaves her, well, okay, I'm just replaceable then. It's like all this time and effort and care that I've put into this, and you're just willing to say, I'll just get somebody else. I mean, it's just like going down to the shop and just picking up the next best model. I mean, as guys, we pretend, oh yeah, of course we have emotions. We get upset, we get sad, we get angry. Things can hurt us as well, right? So try to imagine the effect of saying such a statement can have on your spouse when you just say, yeah, I'll just get somebody else. It's like a aib, yahi. First of all, you're being ignorant to the blessing that God has given you, and second, you are scarring a person. This is hurtful. This is hurtful stuff. Even as a joke, as a joke. I mean, it depends on your relationship, but even as a joke, this should be taken very carefully, because this is just telling somebody else, yeah, you don't really mean much. You're here to serve a purpose, and then once this is done, I can replace you whenever, and I'll just move on, and nobody cares. And it's like very scarring. Subhanallah, ya akhi. Be careful with what you say. This isn't just a wild card you throw out whenever you want and whenever works for you. Yeah, and may Allah grant us wisdom, grant us good spouses, grant us the ability to understand our spouses and have good communication in our marriages, that we are able to get closer to Allah. And by getting closer to Allah, we get closer to each other. Barakallah feekum. Take care. Salam.